Good morning. Happy Wednesday.
Yes, it is Wednesday again, and you're here with Sierra Sewing, Quilting and Vacuums in Reno and Carson City, Nevada. And it's Linda and Elaine.
Yeah, welcome to our What's New Wednesday short and sweet.
And today, everything, just go review everything. Welcome, first of all, everyone that's here. Everything that we're showing today will be 15% off between now and 9 o'clock tomorrow, no matter when you watch. Free shipping. We're going through this really fast.
For $100 or more in purchases. It doesn't mean you only can. It does not mean that $100 only has to be sale stuff.
Look at the rest of our site.
The whole entire order can be $100 plus before tax, and it's free shipping.
Anytime.
Yep, anytime. Yes, we offer that all the time.
You want to shop on Sunday? Yes, it will be. It will be on. Well, our stuff won't be on sale, but you'll be able to order and get $100 free shipping.
Yep.
And let's see, I'm trying to think of everything. See, I told you, I have a cheat sheet that I always put up there.
But you're nailing everything for your cheat sheet. You can you can have it shipped, you can have it picked up in Reno, you can have it picked up in Carson City. Doesn't matter where you want it to go, so that's also there for you. So our friends here locally in Reno and Sparks can pick up here. Our friends over in Tahoe and above and beyond that area, Gardnerville and Minden. A lot of times you guys want to pick it up in Carson City, and that works out just fine too.
Okay.
So you're perfect.
Yeah.
If you have any questions, our phone number is below us.
Right below us. Jared is back here. Carrie's here. We're all here today. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, please put them in there. Jared will, or Carrie will feed them to us. We'll answer them, or Jared will answer him because he's live on mic too. And we'll get you going here.
So we have a link below us that you'll just click on. You'll click on the red ticker tape above the top that says live sale. You'll click on that. You'll scroll down. You'll see a picture of myself and Linda. You'll click on that, and then that'll take you to the entire list of sale items that we are showing you today.
Okay. And just to throw it in there, if you are in the area shop hop is not this weekend, but the following weekend. So if you're in the area, I don't know if Jared is going to go over it or not, but it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. First Thursday, Friday, Saturday in September. So that's just a little plug for our shop hop. All right, let's go ahead and get started.
We have a lot of stuff to go through today, so yeah, let's just jump right in. So
a lot of just different stuff.
A lot of different. We do. Well, and we're kind of leading. School just started, so we are kind of doing a little bit of a semi back to school kind of thing for the kids. So we've got some projects to show you that if for your kiddos or your grand kiddos or step kiddos, whatever you got, and that way it's kind of fun and some cute stuff for you. So
and Christmas too.
So this was the collection that we showed you when we first got this in. I don't know if you guys remember seeing this about a month and a half ago. We showed it off and we were letting you know we are going to be kitting this, and so here it is. It's ready to go. It's really adorable. It's called It's a Wrap. I'm just going to go ahead and bring up the picture right there just so you can go ahead and see it a little bit closer. But we do have the top made right now. It came out so cute. It is a panel here in the center, and then just your borders all the way around. You do piece the bow at the top. Is that showing up in the picture, Jared?
Yeah. So I mean, again,
it's a little low over here. I will just bring the picture back up. You see, there's a bow at the top of the panel, so you do piece that. It's not paper piecing. It's really simple and easy to put together.
So if you're afraid, I know a lot of people sometimes come in and see some quilts and they go, oh, it's so many little pieces. This is a perfect opportunity to try some little pieces.
And it's just a little bit of little pieces.
Yeah, and there aren't that many.
No,
so
not at all.
You can see how basic it's
just
a panel,
borders.
and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 panels on it. That's all it is to it. So you get a little bit of a challenge up there. Get outside your box. Try something new and different.
And most of it's half square triangles.
Yeah,
so
they're half square triangles.
It's really going to be a very simple little bow to put together.
Tiny.
And if you really struggle and it's just something you don't want to do, you can leave it out. Just do the board, but we won't tell anybody.
Yeah.
But it's really adorable. It's the size, so we don't, I know we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. 54 by 62 and a half is what it is. We have still a lot of the fabric left in regards to like the lights, Santa, and we'll show you. Yeah, so if you want the backing, you do need 3 1/3 yards for your regular 44 wide fabric, and then if you choose to pick something from our wide backs, it would be 1
Which are
and 2/3
on our
yards.
website.
Exactly. So you can check it all out. And just always a reminder, because sometimes people just don't know, with our kits, binding is always included.
Yes.
You will always have your binding.
We don't have it.
We don't have
yet.
it finished,
Yes.
but the binding is included. So, because we
Amazing.
wanted to show it before it got too later in the year.
And the price on it is $73.99, but you get 15% off today.
So I will show these two. Now, the Santa, this is one of the borders that goes around the panel. Really adorable. And then this was just one of the blenders that was not used in the kit, but what a great backing, what a great, if you want to make some pillowcases to go with it, how beautiful would that be? And you got a couple more.
Yes, I have the tossed snowman. I love it when they're tossed, because then I don't have to worry about what's up, what's down, what's sideways. And then the very bright, festive Christmas tree lights.
The lights are so awesome.
Yes, they're very bright. They're very
They really
bright.
do look like they're
And again,
actually
this-
on.
This line of fabric can be used for so many other different things.
Now, the cardinals and the birds, they are directional, but the way that it's cut and for your kit, you won't have any problems cutting it in the way so you have the birds going in the correct direction.
Right.
So that was something that was really done very well in how the pattern was written. So you don't have to have birds that are going in kinds of crazy places.
Upside down birds.
So if you want to use any of these for your backing, we've got the sizes that you need, but we have tons of fabric to choose from on our website, along with our 108 wide backs. And even some minky if you want to put something soft and cuddly.
I know. I
So,
just love the minky.
all right, so let's just jump right into our, we're just going to start with some of our kids' fabric that we brought on today. So we have a panel here. Linda, I'm going to give you these. We have a couple of Fabric Cafe patterns that we thought would go really well with this panel. It is a 1 yard long panel, and it's 44 inches wide by 1 yard. And these two particular patterns are
Both of these-
specifically for that size of a panel.
Yes, both of these patterns require a 1 yard cut. And we love the Fabric Cafe because of the pricing on it. These are only $5.99 because you might have a 1 yard panel at home that you want to use up, and these are perfect for that. It takes 3 yards for the backing, and if you have questions of what else you need how much of others that you need, we will be happy to tell you. These are actually 3
I think
yard.
it's just 1 yard each of 2 other fabrics.
Yeah, they're 3 yard kits, actually.
Exactly.
And it's just different because it is a panel. You do a 1 yard cut of the panel itself is 1 yard, and then you pick out 2 other 1 yard cuts to finish making the entire quilt.
So we do have a couple pieces of the collection. I'll show these
supporting
ones.
that would go
These are little
perfect with
supporters.
these.
Really cute. I mean, because of the colors, this is great for a boy or a girl. There is no real, boyish or girlish. This is really cute. The little daisies, and I love how the little animals have a little daisy flower kind of behind their head. It's really cute. And then you've got those two.
Yes. And these are perfect for the supporting. If we could bring those, we need to keep showing the patterns because they need to see again.
Oh, sure.
How
Got that.
you can see this one here. You have to use your imagination. This has a castle in the middle, but think of your other panels. And so that's one, and then your cream is a second color, and your red's a third color. And this one, you got your panel, and your gold is another color, and your green. So you only need the panel and 2 other ones.
If you are new to Fabric Cafe patterns, if you're one that has not seen these or tried them, they are a very beginner-friendly quilting patterns. You can get these done literally in a weekend and be completed. And part of that, the yardage that's included actually includes your binding. So you would pick which one that you're going to use that's going to be part of your binding. Some people use one of the 1 yards as their binding, and some people actually buy additional yardage because they would like to have a different color for their binding or a different style. So this is the other color that's part of that collection. So, I mean, you can really make it however you want, but the Fabric Cafe patterns are just so easy to put together. You can whip it out super quick. And we know a lot of people who are having a bunch of babies coming up. So.
Oh my goodness.
So that was perfect for this.
I mean, there are so many babies. We decided, I think yesterday, we figured 18 years from now, 2043 is going to be a very big high school graduation
Oh, I don't even
class.
want to think about how old that I'll be.
2043, I won't be alive then.
Oh, you will be too.
No, I won't be.
It's only 20
Well,
years. Yes, you
maybe.
will.
Maybe.
You're not 90 now for crying out loud.
But it's funny, we've had such an influx of people coming in making baby blankets.
Yeah.
And I'm going, when's the baby due? So many October, November, Decembers right now. And so, yeah,
Busy time.
that's
busy
good.
time.
Good,
Keeps
good.
us
Lots
busy.
of babies coming. So
So-
we need to go on to the hot rods.
Yeah.
The
So
Hot Wheels.
bunch of little, more of our little novelty kitty, juvenile.
Yes, and-
But actually, my father was a Hot Wheels fan until the day the man died, and so he hunted and bought Hot Wheels forever and ever and ever. So it's not just
For kids.
just for kids by any means.
Well, I have a 4-year-old grandson, and so I'm a little in tune for what these little boys love.
Right.
And Hot Wheels is one of them. There's many other things. There's Bluey, which we have Bluey fabric.
We have Bluey fabric, of
If you're looking
course.
for that.
So we do have much
Yeah.
more novelty fabric, but this is just a handful of what we're going to show you today.
For the Hot Wheels. Oops, this one's not the Hot Wheels. That's
No.
the next one.
But these two are.
Yes. These two. I mean, think of all the little pillowcases you can make for them. One can never have enough pillowcases for
Well,
your little boy.
And this is fun if you were to put this as a backing, if whether you're using it for a quilt or some of the other projects that we're going to show you, because they can drive their little cars right on the back of it. It's cute. Who here, does anybody collect Hot Wheels? Did anybody's father or grandfather collect Hot Wheels? I have my dad's original Hot Wheels
Right.
from 1950.
Oh, really?
Mhm,
My
from the
brothers
50s.
had them, but my parents didn't keep things.
Yeah.
I like to keep things.
My dad was a collector. In fact, he
Yeah.
would. My dad would be the one that would buy me a toy, and then he would feel it would become collector, and then my father would take it away and put it in a box.
Oh.
So it would be there later. It was kind of a little sticky on that kind of stuff. It was funny. It's funny to look back at now when you're a child. It's like, oh, I want my toy. No, it's going to be worth something. I got to put it away.
You brought
So-
up the fact that there's a 3-yard book as well too. Didn't you show that a couple weeks ago?
3-yard cookbook, quilt.
3-yard quilt book.
We've shown those before.
Yeah, we have
yes.
several of them.
Yes, we have we
have
probably have
several
7
3-yard.
or 8
Yeah.
different books of Fabric Cafe.
And those are all on our website, right,
Mhm.
Carrie? Under what category?
3-yard quilt.
Is the single patterns on there too? So we have single patterns like what we were just showing you. We have Fabric Cafe books.
And
We
there's a
even-
5-yard one.
And there's a 5-yard one. We even have 3-yard kits actually put together
Mm-hmm.
in another section of our website. So we even curated a bunch of kits together, so you don't have to try and do anything, but find the one you love and just pick the one you want.
Go exploring on our website.
Yeah, we have
and
so
you'll
much
find that.
stuff.
Okay, so we brought in some NASA space fabric. What I think was really cool about this was one of our gals in our beginning quilting for the, not teens, but younger ones, like around 10 years old. She picked this fabric out to make one of her projects, which I thought was interesting for a 10-year-old little girl. And I said, are you interested in space? And she said, my mom used to work for NASA.
Oh, how cool is that?
So,
My
yeah.
father-in-law worked for NASA for years in
So
Florida.
that was interesting that she
Isn't this cool?
like that.
Yeah, my father-in-law was part of NASA. He wrote all the programs for them. Swing that right over there. So, of course,
I'm not a rocket scientist.
Well,
There's
yeah.
no one in my family that's a rocket scientist.
well, of course, with football season
It's
coming
football
upon us.
season. Let me grab that one.
Oh, here, I'll give you the other blue one. There we
Yes.
go. That one's kind of, these are full.
Oh, I was looking at the second one here. I go, what is that? That looks like kind of math, but it looks like it's plays.
It's the plays,
Look at the
yes.
different plays. So the bottom one here is the football players, the top one here. Can you see it, Jared? How you can see that it's a lot of, looks like it's a playbook.
mapping out their scheme.
Fun. Do we have any pillowcases made out of
We
this?
do have some pillowcases
Okay.
made of these. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
And then, of course, here is 2 more of the coordinates of that particular football fabric that Linda just showed you. So here's the footballs with the goalposts, and of course the red, white, and blue and silver stars. And then we have those 2.
More football.
More football. It's already started.
Brought some green into it.
Watch the-
gold.
Who did I watch last week? I
And
forget
then
now
just
already.
some very nondescript footballs on the field.
All right, enough with the boys and the men's. Not that women don't love football, because I love football.
Oh, yeah.
We've got, make sure I do this. This one actually is directional, so we've got some unicorns and some Pegasus for our little girls. Really cute. What you got there? Oh. The one fabric.
It's a little girl unicorn gnomes.
Aren't they
That's what
cute?
this looks like. Yes.
And Linda is
Very
not
cute.
a fan of our Nomies, but we do love our Nomies. It's too adorable.
Do.
Now, so because we wanted to show you a bunch of, for what we're showing you today, a bunch of, novelty children's fabric, I did grab, we have several different ones. I'm just going to grab a couple of them. We have the June Taylor Quilt As You Go insulated lunch pail kits. These are really easy to put together. It has everything that you need, the zipper, your Insulbrite that's being used as the insulation, the webbing that you're going to use to help make your straps. There's 4 different kinds. They are all exactly the same except for the zipper color. Okay, so when you're looking at these on our website, the pictures are just going to show you like what the fabric that they chose, but what you want to pay attention to is what color zipper is that collection, of that particular one. So we've got, a gray, a black, a blue, and a beige. And then we actually do actually have also, we did bring in extra zippers. And I did bring in some pink ones because they don't have the pink anymore they only had white, and that one was it's been a little hard to get our hands onto it. So I did bring in some pink zippers, so you can just go ahead, if you want a pink one and you don't want the color that's in there, you can just buy a pink zipper, buy the kit, and just swap out the zipper.
Oh, there you go. And these zippers, I had somebody make a sample for us, and she's like, oh my gosh, I don't do zippers. She said, but I did this zipper, and she said it's the easiest way to put a zipper in. In fact, does it have a name to it? Like
it's called a Zippity Doo Done, and
yes.
what makes them so spectacular, I don't want to take it apart, so I'm going to try and show this as best I can. So here's the the full length of the zipper, but what they've done is they have like a little, it opens up, and that's where you're going to slip your fabric inside, and then you put that over it, and then you stitch around that.
Easy peasy.
I've seen a lot of the girls, I think Ronnie has made one, and she did a decorative stitch over the top of her zipper.
Decorative stitch, so all you ladies who say, I never use those decorative stitches, find opportunities to do it.
And you can make these.
What she did was
you can mix it up.
Was a decorative stitch all the way just down here, and it was really, really cute. But this is it as a finished project, and again, like Elaine said, everything's in there. Of course, the fabric's not in there, but all the accessories that you need to make this, all you need to do is buy the fabric.
And I will tell you, just for the people who want to know right now, your main fabric is a 1/2 yard, your strap fabric, is a 1/4 yard, and your lining fabric is another 1/2 yard. That's all you need. So whatever, if you love the ones that we have for your kiddos and you want to make something that is going to be, for them for school, these are washable. That's the best part. I have one. I tossed it in the washing machine because I spilled a huge amount of coffee in my car the other day, and it was coffee riddled, and I just tossed it in the washing machine, and it came perfectly clean, no problems.
And did you tell them, I can't remember if you told them that it is an insulated type of fabric?
Yeah, I did, but just to reiterate, it is a Insulbrite type batting, so it does have that tinfoil. I think that's what it is.
Tinfoil-ish looking.
That's woven inside there, so it keeps your food either hot or cold. And I will tell you, I made one of these using this product for our Disney trip last year, and I did not put any ice bag in there, but I did put already cold drinks and food in there, and they were cold 12 hours later.
Okay.
So it really does work if you're even remotely considering, because I know a lot of times our kids like to take cheese and things that, can get warm, and it'll stay cold inside these bags.
Okay, well, going from cold to warm.
There you go. Well, they can be
How many of
used for
you,
cold, too.
yes, how many of you made these bowl cozies
I love
where
them.
you can put these in the microwave? The only rule is you need to use 100% cotton, which these are pre-cut out with instructions on how to make your bowl cozies. And the pictures are right there. This is a smaller one, which is more like your cereal bowl. This is a little bit larger for more of a serving bowl. And 100% cotton batting you have to use, 100% cotton thread you need to use, 100% cotton fabric you need to do, because we don't want anyone to start any fires in the microwave.
Yeah, and
Or melts.
Or melt.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, I know we have some beautiful fabric, and every once in a while you'll find one that has a little metallic on it. Don't use that fabric on these.
Oh, yeah, no, if it has a little
They're
bit
really
gold
pretty, but
metallic highlight.
they'll start a little spark in your microwave.
And these are super, super simple. How many of you made these? Attest to me for me how simple. The instructions are right here on the front. Fast and easy, a gift to make. If you're going somewhere for even Halloween party, you might be going, you need to take a little something.
And they are good
Okay.
for cold stuff too. Like if you get your hands cold holding a bowl of ice cream.
Yes.
I mean, it's still August.
Yes.
We have hot weather through October. You can
And
have
I
them
eat ice cream all year long.
pretty much.
All right, so if you don't want to get these pre-cut ones, and you have a bunch of maybe extra 100% cotton batting laying around.
no
Those-
scrim.
Don't get that 80-20, yes. You can buy these template set. It has a small bowl and again a large bowl size on it. You cut it out, basically sew it up the same way.
Well,
and-
and that particular ruler set, like what Linda was saying, if you didn't want to have the pre-cut batting, if you do buy the pre-cut batting and you still need the template set, that is made in the style of the exact same way this batting is cut.
Right.
So the same with the edging, how it's rounded on the edges. So you will get the exact same cut for your fabric when you use the template if you're going to use these pre-cut batting squares. So really simple and fast and easy to put together.
Yeah. And then these, I think these were cute. These are just some simple bowl covers. You just need a couple of 2 fat quarters of coordinating fabric and some elastic, and you'll be able to make your bowl covers. And I always need bowl covers, always, always, always. And this is especially good if you're going outside to eat. I know it's towards the end of summer, but if you're going outside to eat and picnicking, if there's bugs. And
Labor Day's
whatnot.
coming up.
That's right. And these are great for just covering up your bowl of food and protecting it from anything that you don't want
anything,
landing
anything.
on it.
Even when we're inside our house, a fly will get in, darn little things.
And I wanted to show, we
do have- yeah,
we got
we do
finish
have
all
that
this
one.
up. We did put our 100% cotton batting on sale for you for 15% off in case you don't have some extra batting. And if you're not sure if it's 100% cotton, please don't use it. Please don't use it and give it to a gift where somebody would put it in their microwave. So we did put all of that. There's 4 different sizes. There's a crib, there's a throw size, there's a queen, and what's the other one? Carrie?
There's a crib, twin, throw, and queen.
Is there a kid? King?
No, well, there is king, but we don't have that in stock right now.
All right.
But we can get that if somebody desires
Yeah.
a king. You can just give us a call.
You can make
and
several
do a
of them with
special
the
order.
crib size.
Absolutely. One of the other ones that we didn't show was the insulated. So this one is an insulated one for your casserole. It does only make one, so you have everything you need. Your 2 pieces of batting and your insulated batting that's going to go in the center between the 2 and make your casserole. One thing to mention in regards to the ones for the bowl cozies, it's 8 pieces, so it'll make 4. Each package will make 4 bowls. So, and then, I'll do the kit, I'll have you talk about the seam ripper. Or do you want to talk about the kit? Which one would you like?
Oh, it just doesn't matter.
Okay, so we have, this is something that has always been really popular in regards to a table runner. It is the Mini Brick Road. Really adorable. This is with Lori Holtz fabric. that we did this. The kit is a complete kit, so you're going to get everything you need for your top, your binding, and the backing. It is a complete kit. So really cute. The size of this guy, I forgot to get this together before I did that. It is a table rudder, 12.5 by 40.5. The kit that we put together here, now I know this is, for the people who don't know, this is one of many kits that we make that we do not include the pattern inside the kit, and that's because we make so many different kits with this particular pattern from different fabric lines, different seasons. We don't want you to have to buy the pattern 15,000 times. You can just buy the kit. So we do have the kit separately. If you don't already have a mini brick road pattern from previous times, or just because, you will need to make sure that you get the pattern. So it's the mini brick road. It is the mini brick road Lori Holt Mercantile kit, and then just some batting, and you're good to go. You're finished.
All right.
All right.
The next one is the electric seam ripper. How many of you have electric seam rippers? I know so many people just swear by them. And what you would use, I don't know what else, maybe other people have other ideas, but it's basically, instead of sitting and hand picking out any seam that you need to pull out, this one and it does need that 1 AA battery. When you get it, you'll have to get one of those. But you can just kind of start your seam, and then you just
Drive
open
it
it,
along.
and then you just run this right along, and it is just as slick as anything to just cut it open.
It does cut, it cuts down the time if you're not having to
Yes.
sit there
Fast.
forever in a day, and it won't cut your fabric, so you don't have any worries of accidentally poking. I mean, how many times, because I've done it, how many times have you ripped a hole when you're actually just trying to rip your stitch and you got a little carried away and pushed it through and pulled, not realizing you had pushed it through the fabric and then pulled? We've all done it. This is one of those things that eliminates that, and if you have arthritis really bad, you don't have to.
Yeah.
You just drive that right along and,
And
take
for
it
a lot
apart.
of you, I know a lot of you drop your stitch length to a 2 instead of a 2.5 for quilting, and the smaller you make those stitches, the longer and harder it is to pull those out. So this is great, great, great for that.
Works really, and yes, essentially it looks like a little hair clipper.
Yes, it does.
People are gonna, that's a hair clipper. Well, yes, but it's found.
Do not try a hair clipper.
We found another way to use a product to help us quilters and sewers and make our lives a little easier, and it does. It just you're done so much faster.
All right, the last thing we have here is our feature quilt. I'm not sure if we sell almost all our quilts.
We have been selling
immediately.
all of our shop samples. Just
this is
crazy.
Yes. This one is, I believe, $89. You got the tag down there.
Is it down on my corner? Oh, it is.
And
All
the
right.
size of
I'm
it.
so sorry.
It's a nice bright one.
So it's a batik. This one is a 65 by 65, $89. The only people that are going to get this discount, 15% off, are all of you who is watching, because when we put it
the
up for
back.
sale here in the shop, they got to pay full price.
The back is as colorful as the front.
It's so cute.
Yes. Again, if you want to buy one, and if you do donation quilts, this is the way to go, because this is way cheaper, way less time than you making one.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right.
So that's all that Linda and I have together to
Jared
show.
is back from baby lock training, so we're going to go over to him and see what new and exciting he has to tell us about.
So I'm going to say happy Labor Day to everybody. You guys have a
Yes.
wonderful time. And just
Let's
a quick
see.
little reminder for our locals. Red Bag Saturday.
Oh yes, our Red Bag Saturday is coming up this Saturday.
Yeah.
And you bring your red bag in, you'll get 20% anything that we can fit in it, because we can fit anything in it.
And if you don't have a red bag, come see us.
Yes,
We'll get you
yes.
set up.
All right.
Bye, guys.
All right, Jared.
Alrighty, good morning. Now that's 2 things off my list that I don't have to talk about. So
Oh.
perfect.
You can expound on
Yeah,
them.
just a reminder, next week, what is it, 4, 5, and 6? 5, 6, and 7? I don't
Five,
know. Whatever
5,
Thursday,
6, and
Friday,
7.
Saturday is next week is the Shop Hop. So coming up very quickly here, if you guys don't know what Shop Hop is, you basically just go to all the shops around town and also out of town as well, in the area is what I should say. Lots of stuff to go in, and it's a great time to get into the different shops and hang out with your quilting friends or hang out with nobody and driving a car by yourself. I love doing that too. So lots of stuff to do as well. And then of course, like they said, Red Bag Saturday, this coming Saturday. And that's, I think, the only things I have of just news. Other than that, I was, as Linda said, I am back at the shop again. This last weekend, I was at Baby Lock Tech, which is our once-a-year convention that showcases the new stuff that Baby Lock is coming out with. And they came out with 4 new machines. We're super excited to have them in. We should have them on the floor next week. And there are 4 new machines. So the very first one, I'll just show the pictures first off here, is going to be the brand new Anthem, which is replacing the Chorus in the lineup. And then we have the Reflection, which is replacing the Pathfinder in the lineup. Then, oh, these are out of order. Oopsie. Next up we have, that's why. I'm gonna get rid of that. There we go. Oopsie. Next one coming up, we have the Baby Lock Splendor, which is their new Surger, replacing the Accolade, I believe. Yes, Accolade. Man, I keep clicking the wrong thing. This is what happens when I put too many of these pictures on there and I'm trying to figure out which one's which. And then last but not least, we have the brand new Venture 2 as well also. So I'm just going to go through each one of them and just what some start out packages that they're giving, free gifts of purchase basically at the beginning of their lifetime. And first one is going to be, let's talk about the Anthem. Miss Patty over there is saying that Anthem intrigues her, so we'll just chat about it. And I do have some videos coming out on Facebook. I put one out Monday on the Anthem of me at Baby Lock Tech, but I do have some other videos. I just didn't want to, see, I'm clicking all the wrong buttons. I just didn't want to spam you guys with all the videos, so they'll be coming out. Another one should be coming out today on either the Splendor or the Reflection. That's what I'm trying to think of. So yes, starting off with the Anthem. Like I said, this is replacing the Chorus in the lineup. And the Chorus was their top-of-the-line sewing-only machine. So Anthem is basically their top-of-the-line sewing machine. So it is taking the some of the features of the Radiance, which is the top-of-the-line machine, and bringing them down to that Anthem. And the major add-on thing to this machine is the addition of the Stitch Sync regulation foot. Now, if you don't know what that is a foot that we put onto the machine that actually reads your fabric movements and regulates your stitches as it stitches as you are quilting. So prior to this, it was only available on the Radiance, and now we have it being brought down to the Anthem. So we're very excited about that one. Then, other than that, there's just some changes. They did add on the guide beam. Well, the guide beam was actually already on the Chorus. I take that back. But they did change up a couple of the feet. And I just realized I should have pulled up a picture while I'm still talking. I can keep talking about this. They are changing the feet that comes with the compact digital dual feed. So prior to that, it was only 1 or 2 feet that came with it. And now there are 4 soles that come with that compact dual feed foot there. Then next up is see, they don't even have pictures of it out yet. Yeah, Google doesn't even have pictures of it out yet. It is also coming with a adjustable invisible zipper foot. Now, you'll have to talk to somebody that sews a lot more than I do to really describe this well. But basically what you can do is you put the foot onto the shank of your machine, and then the foot can actually slide back and forth on the ankle of that foot. So that way it allows you to get really nice and tight into some of those invisible zippers, which is really nice for a lot of those seams that are just so close like this, and all you really see are just the teeth of that zipper. It's an amazing foot that really steps up the game for Baby Lock on that one. So Anthem is going to be coming with that foot as well too. Then, of course, we'll just chat about some getting started packages that they have coming out. So with the Anthem right now, if you purchase, you get the, oh, and I forgot, the color. It's also that really nice kind of plum color. It's kind of a nice change up for Baby Lock from just the gold, silver, and bronze kind of that they've had. So it's a nice little change up there that they have this nice plum color on there. And it's actually quite a nice plum on there. Some people argue that it's wine, but whatever you want. Yeah. Carrie says more wine. So coming out with it, you get a plum machine cover that's going to match that color of the top of the machine there. Then you get a quilted double organizer. Now this is an awesome little organizer because it fits all your feet. It's not hard plastic like that jewelry box that you get. I call it the jewelry box for all your feet and whatnot, but it's really nice to travel. So, I mean, I've had people, I've watched them drop that jewelry box in the parking lot and then they're spending, it's basically 52 card pickup of all their feet in the parking lot. So it's kind of sad. So this is kind of nice that it's just completely, it's not completely soft, but the top is soft and it actually zips up, right? Then you get an 8-pack of quilting thread and then also a pack of needles as well too. Then coming up next is going to be the Reflection. Now, like I said, the Reflection is replacing the Pathfinder in the lineup. So major changes in this machine is going to be first off the screen. So originally the Pathfinder had about a 7-inch screen and this one now has a 10.1-inch screen. So very large, very nice. It definitely gets up with the times where you can actually see stuff. And one thing I forgot to mention too about the Anthem that I really like about Baby Lock is if you have a Presto or you have a Radiance, the icon on that machine is the same. It does the same thing. Whereas on a lot of other machines, as you go up the lines, they change the icons. Where Baby Lock, it is the same thing all the way through. So if you upgrade your machine, you're not just lost as to what's going on. So with that new screen on there, it's just a lot easier to see all those icons. It's definitely a higher quality screen, so it's really nice to see. Then next big thing that's coming out there is the big hoop. So it upgrades to the 9.5 by 14 hoop. Very nice and large. Very good for all your edge-to-edge embroidery or just those big projects. And 9.5 by 14 is a huge hoop. You know, it adds a lot in there. Then it does also add in 2-point positioning because if you guys remember, the Pathfinder did not have hoops with those registration marks, which allowed us to use the Baby Lock app for positioning once inside that quilt or inside your embroidery frame. Now it uses 2-point positioning for this now. So it's a really nice positioning tool add-on that's now on this machine. Then the getting started package for that guy is going to be and it does have that plum kind of trim. Oh, well, see, now I'm getting all this stuff in the way. That's what I wanted. It does have that plum trim going across the top of that machine there. So with that plum trim, we are going to be, man, I am so lost on all these pictures. There we go. You're going to be getting that plum machine cover as well too. You get a premium stabilizer kit from Baby Lock, which has 6 stabilizers, 6 rolls of stabilizers in there. You get a stabilizer dispenser, which, for lack of a better explanation, is kind of like a saran wrap dispenser. It's pretty nice actually. Allows you just pull that stabilizer out so you can just use it right away. Then it also does come immediately out of the box with the Design Suite Floral Alphabet Collection. That is one thing I do really like about this machine actually, is it has 24 fonts and 2 decorative fonts. So it's got 26 fonts inside of this machine. That's a lot of fonts. So it's really nice for those of you who are just trying to, you know, if you do stuff for your kids or grandkids or anything like that, it's really nice to be able to put it on names on bags or anything of the sort with all those options of fonts. And they look good too. All right, coming up next is the Splendor. So Splendor is replacing the Accolade in the lineup. So the major changes in this guy is it's a little bit larger than the Accolade was. So you are now getting 2 inches from the neck of the machine to the needles, whereas the Accolade was only about 1 inch. So it's really nice for those cover and chain stitch capabilities, just allowing you to have some more room, which, if you guys don't know, makes some awesome times for quilting on a serger. It does come with the deluxe trim bin, which is really nice because that just fits in right where that magnetic needle stop is, and then that way, or the catcher, and that way it is now trimming and doing everything in a super easy way and just right with the machine. And then it does, of course, still maintain that extraordinaire threading, which is just threading your machine at the push of a button, which if you don't know what that is, come in and take a look at it because I can literally thread a serger in about 30 seconds with a Baby Lock serger. It's so nice, and I can thread the loopers out of order. Doesn't matter, it's pretty nice. Then coming up with the Splendor is the package coming with that. You do get a 6-piece serger foot kit. I think that's a 12 pack of thread, I want to say, or maybe it's 18. I think it's 18. And you also do get a serger needle variety tin from Class A as well too. Then last but not least is the Baby Lock Venture 2. Now I will be 100% honest on this one. There's not a lot of change to the Venture 2. All it has really added is what we call matrix copy, which is a really nice tool within IQ Designer that allows you to fill a field automatically with the touch of a button. And my easiest comparison of that for maybe those of you that are long armers and have a Pro Stitcher, it's the equivalent of using the fill tool on side of there if you're doing like edge to edge or something like that. So basically what it does is, I've got my embroidery field here, and if I have a certain design that I just want to have like a background or whatever of, right? I can just click this button, it's immediately gonna fill up that entire embroidery area instead of you having to copy and paste and duplicate and everything else, the whole 9 yards. So it is actually a pretty nice little tool on there. Then it does come now with the narrow support table. So prior to this, the Venture came with the really big support table that, was like 3 feet wide by 2 feet deep. Put it back up onto the machine, it would support everything, but the downside to that table is it took your free arm capability away. So if you're doing anything heavy that you still needed a free arm, you probably had to rip some seams out of there and then resew it, right? So now with this support table, it's only about 6 inches wide and it's extendable on the front as well too. So now that hoop can be fully supported, so your project is fully supported and you maintain the free arm capability that you get on these multi-needles, which is really nice. And of course, now that comes in the box, which is really nice for us, so then we don't have to keep track of all these boxes. Patty, you asked about if that trim bid would fit on an Accolade. I honestly do not know the answer to that. I would have to pull it out and try it on there. My initial thought is going to be no. But again, I just can't be 100% confident until I pull one out and just physically try it myself. I can get back to you on that one when we get one set up on our floor though. And then coming out with that Venture package, we are going to be getting a machine cover, a hoop hanger, the Design Suite Floral Alphabet Collection, again, that same premium stabilizer kit. Woo, I just made that really small. There we go. Stabilizer dispenser. You get the dime 8 not 8 foot, that's what they have on there, 8 foot by 14 inches. Not 8 foot, 8 inches by 14 inches. That'd be a huge hoop. So that magnetic snap hoop on there, which is really nice to prevent hoop burn on particular projects. It's also really good for edge-to-edge embroidery. And then you also get a mega pack of the Magna Glide white bobbins as well too. So 4 new machines coming out from Baby Lock, should be on the floor next week. Super excited for it. And then I I think that's everything I had at Baby Lock. So that was a really fun time. We had a lot of time. Got to go to a Cardinals game, and it was actually a pretty good game. Unfortunately, my mom is a Pirates fan, and the Cardinals beat the Pirates. Though it was a walk-off home run in the 9th inning. It was pretty cool. It was a good game. It was pretty fun. And then, all right, last thing but not least to talk about is we got in our last of the set, finally, of our cordless irons. Now, if you guys don't know about our cordless irons, we have 4 other models that are already out, and they are full size, I guess you could say, basically. One's a little bit more expensive than the other one, but that's also because it's a higher wattage. Has some different features on there, but they are amazing irons. So this one is now the mini iron. So got one out of the box here, and the very first thing is you can see it comes with this awesome carry case. I mean, that thing's not coming out of there, right? So it's really, really nice to be able to take to classes, anything of the sort. And you can also put it in here hot, because inside of here is also your base, right? So the way that this works is, first of all, it takes 50 seconds for this thing to heat up. It's pretty nice. So as it sits on the base, it heats up and it gets nice and hot. Take it off, go do your ironing in the whole 9 yards, and then you just put it right back onto the base and you're good to go. Now these are amazing because they're cordless. I mean, it's great. So this one in particular is their mini version, still holds water inside of there. You do have steam capabilities, and you have that nice point in there as well too. Then down here on the base, you just have quick and easy storage access to the cord. So all you do when you're in use, just take this cord out, plug that into the wall, and then iron in, nice and hot, go iron, put it back on. That's it. I mean, these are crazy awesome irons. I see almost every single delivery that I go on, I will see these in their sewing room. They're pretty nice. So this one's really nice if you want to take it to class. It's at 1400 watts, so it's not quite as hot as those larger ones, but it's still pretty dang good, right? And then that carry case does protect it, of course, as well too, when you're inside of the car or you're back at home and you put in the closet, anything of the sort. Yes, Linda. I'm getting there. So it does have that precision tip on there to get really into, let me show you that again, to get really nice into those corners or anything of the sort. So, and it's also really nice. I've seen people go around their house and do like curtains, whatnot, and stuff like that. I mean, I need to do that because my curtains are still like, they've been hanging for like 6 years, but they're still packaged wrinkled. It's like, come on. It's ridiculous. So, last but not least is the pricing on it. So MSRP on these guys is $139. Our sale price on it is $89.99. So screaming deal on those guys. It does come in green and red. I don't know if they're in the sale category. No, they are not. So, yes. They are a featured product on our homepage, I believe, though. So just go to our homepage, and if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see a link to them right there. So they are awesome. They're one of my favorite things in the store at the moment because they're just sweet. So, yeah. And I went over the colors already. So yeah, green and red. And if you have any questions about them, just you know where to find us. And if you have any questions about those new machines, give us a call at the phone numbers down below. Or just come on in. We'll have them on. See, there you go. Kat Winans on there. She loves her cordless iron. So yes, if you have any questions, give us a call at the below, numbers below, or just come into the store and we're happy to help you out. That is everything I have for this week though. So as always, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our videos so that way more people can join in on all the fun new stuff that comes out. Other than that, we'll see you guys next week. Thanks so much. Bye.